brand new ones, they retros. Live fast, die on, set my headstone.
It's Madden NFL 24, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Bolts and the 49ers, and it's all up next.
It is a pretty hot late summer afternoon here in the South Bay as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you had to feel for the 49ers and their fans in last year's NFC Championship game, seeing the quarterbacks go down. But Brock Purdy, after the elbow surgery, back to take over once again.
And an even more confident Brock Purdy. Remember how he took over last year and they got on that great run? Now, he'll be much more in command of the offense, understand it fully, and knows exactly who to give the ball to in order to produce points for this 49ers team.
And meanwhile, for the Chargers, they have the pieces in place. They were a playoff team in 2022. What do you see for them this year?
You give this team full health throughout the season, and they have a chance to be not just a playoff team again, but beyond, because they'll scare the heck out of you on the offensive side of the ball. Defensively, that's where they have to start playing a little bit better.
It's north versus south in the state of California. We're underway between the Niners and Chargers. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So the Charger offense making its way out, and at the controls is the league's second leading passer a year ago. At 25 years of age, out of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
The Chargers just continue to improve and take steps forward under the quiet leadership of Herbert, who's been the most productive quarterback in league history through his first 3 seasons. Over 4,700 yards last year. He's expecting to crack the 5,000-yard mark in this season.
And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he gets this up past the 30. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Eckler's long been one of the most underrated players in the NFL, but he's now starting to get his due. 915 yards, a career best last season, with 13 touchdowns on the ground.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. Justin Herbert looking to pass. A little short pass. This is Everett. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
On first down, it's Herbert. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Again, Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Here's Herbert. That's going to be caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Herbert running left off the option. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Eckler. Touchdown, Chargers.
It's not often you talk about statement drives coming right at the start of a game, but that was some statement there. That drive took them the length of the field, and as I look at the clock, ate up nearly the entire first quarter as well. Great work up front, clearing space, and an ideal finish on the touchdown run.
For the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Niners offense set to go to work, and it's last year's revelation, Brock Purdy, who leads them out in season number 2 from Iowa State.
And his task in this situation is making sure that his team knows that there's a sense of urgency, yet somehow still stays calm. Because your natural impulse, your first possession is not until the second quarter, is you got to attack right away. Throw something big at them right away. Yeah, you got to move the ball, but maybe be a little bit careful in doing so.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Purdy. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a gain of 35. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Purdy. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Final play of the half, Purdy. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime here in what obviously is a very fast-moving first half of play. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, BG, thanks very much, and welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports halftime report. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side could play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Ray McCloud to return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it. Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play, but the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Throwing here, Purdy. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw, Purdy. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Returnable here for Davis. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The offense heading back out as we take a closer look at Austin Ekeler. And he had a short touchdown run last series, 4 carries, good yardage as well. Pretty good all around, really, Charles.
It was, because think of the drive that created all of that, right? The ability to carry the football, the ability to see holes that were created for him, even able to pat the wide receivers on the back and say, thanks, guys, for the help, and finishes it off with that short touchdown run. I can't wait to see what they do in the next drive and the next series, because I want to see how the defense adjusts.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He's got Allen. They'll go for a gain of 7. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. They'll try to pick up the first with Ekeler. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And he will have a Charger 1st down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. It's Ekeler again. He's got it to the 43 here. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This is a counter play. Ekeler. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. Herbert to a knee, and that should just about write it into this one.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game. But, hey, they got enough points to get the job done, and at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you had planned to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win. And in this type of a game, to play their defense, that became one of their biggest keys.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.